Whoa, we got a lot going on. Giant scam. Tim Walz, won't see him no more. I called it here. First, next, what's for Tim Walz? He comes out today, basically says, I can't do it. Too much pressure. Bullshit. We all know why he's resigning. Also, making Venezuela safe again. What in the world is going on? So much to talk about. Probably can't get it all in on this Monday. Welcome in, Mike. Mike, thank you for being here. I don't think I can get everything I want to talk about tonight. I doubt it. Hello, Brian. Good to see you. Happy New Year to all. And thank you so much, everyone who comes in supporting this channel. Dustin Nunez, we hit another record-breaking multiple lives over the weekend. Took yesterday off. And hold on, I'll be right back. Right back. Yeah, I'm gonna break in on stuff here that you're only gonna hear on this channel. The giant scam as Trump announces today, sending troops to Minnesota, 2,000 federal agents. 2,000 federal agents going there. And I'm gonna talk to you exactly what happened in Minnesota from the Somalians. You're not gonna believe it. I'm gonna break it down multiple times on here as new people come in and talk here. Hold on one second. I got a lot to talk about. A lot. Now we're going to talk about first. Let's listen in to news earlier. Sorry guys, I had a couple interruptions here. Bear with me, guys. When you're on live, you have interruptions. Hello, Crystal. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Let's listen in. This was earlier on Tim Walz resigning or not running for governor. This was him earlier. Welcome in, Ozzy.
Big statement
Welcome in.
Coming out today, followed by a news conference by Governor Tim Walz announcing that he is not going to be running for re-election. That statement being put out earlier this morning as Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will not seek re-election for a third term as governor. He announced on Monday via a statement at a news conference. Walz's announcement comes as he faces growing national criticism from President Donald Trump.
I quote, Tim Walz puts out in a statement saying the reason he's not going to run is because he cares about Minneapolis and he wants to crack down fraud. We all know that's not true. Tim Walz will be in prison. I've said this before. A lot of people don't want to say it. He will. Now, allegedly, if these crimes, if these crimes come out. Now, let me explain to you something. For somebody not to run, and by the way, before I go any farther, thank you, Crystal. Thank you. I pinned that on there. By the way, you know how many more Democrats are going to go into retirement early? Take a guess who's going to go in retirement. We all know about Nancy Pelosi. More and more Democrats are going to be stepping down. They don't want to go to prison. So there's going to be lots of Democrats early retirement. This is big. Guys, I don't think you understand. This is the biggest scam. What Trump is doing is blowing our mind. I mean, a lot is going on. Lots are going on. And by the way, I just want to correct something. I'm not here to judge other YouTube channels at all. What's going on as a civil war right now in Venezuela is particularly not true. I don't want to break everybody's heart, but oh, is that right, Crystal? Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time out, guys, spending time with your family to come on these live. I promise I'll read the comments. I like to just get what's going on. My sources, which are 100% accurate, there's no civil war going on. There's some people upset at Venezuela. Venezuela, it will be safe again, and so will Cuba, okay? So there's some drones that's going on. There's nothing like a civil war. It was a fake news outlets. I'm not calling out YouTube channels fake at all. Not at all. They're just reporting what they're hearing. I almost came on and talked about it. I was like this close, but it's not true. Now, what we have, also with Russia, I promised to talk about Russia and Putin threatening the United States. He could threaten us all he wants. In a time, he's going to get on God's. Don't worry about Russia. Now, we got Lovebirds in the house. Good to see you, Lovebirds. Hey, once again, thank you so much for all the likes on the short videos of the homeless and all the likes and the record-breaking lives. I don't know, amazing. I'm just a small channel. Overwhelmed. I have other YouTube channels contacting me that they want to do live together. We'll see about it. Might do it. I want to shout out to Mr. Stephen Gardner. He has a big YouTube channel, and others. We'll see what happens. Now, I just want to talk about what's going on. So right now, Tim Walz is not going to run for governor. He's been exposed by a 23-year-old YouTuber who's getting lots of threats. Now, number one. Number two, more Democrats are going to resign. Here's what's happening. You ready? I know a lot of you've been keeping up with it, but I'm going to break it down. So we all know what's going on here. Muslims, 85%. Everybody stick with me, and then you guys can chat among each other, or you can chat among each other and listen if you could, because this is important. I'll probably say it multiple times. 85% of Muslims are on welfare in Minneapolis. Now, 100% fraud. So the council member, who's the council member to write out the checks? What they were doing is they were getting funded for impersonating daycare, healthcare, and grocery stores. Why grocery stores? Hold tight. I'll tell you about the grocery stores. They were taking millions of tax-paying money, our tax-paying money. Yes, it's happening in other states as well. And California will be exposed, and it'll be much bigger than Minnesota, because California is much bigger, right, Crystal? For those who live in California. Here's what's happening. Tax exempt. Here's what they're doing. They were collecting welfare. Receiving COVID relief money and all kinds of relief money to the state of Minneapolis. They were going through TSA. Millions of dollars, ladies and gentlemen. We're going through TSA in suitcases. If you and I did this, Mike, you won't see us no more. How did it get away? It went to Dubai. They were going through Atlanta through TSA. Listen to what I'm saying. Millions in a suitcase. And they're taking away my little bit of hairspray, which I don't have much hair left. And they're worried about. Now, listen, seriously, guys. It went through Dubai. From Dubai, okay, it would go to TSA, go to Atlanta to Dubai. And then from Dubai, Somalia. They would get the money, but it gets better. But before I go any further, is this crazy? Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate on this podcast. I almost could not even come on and do a podcast today. So busy. I'm not complaining. It's the New Year's. You know I'm a personal trainer who smokes cigars, and so what? And it's the first of the year, so I'm swamped. But I wanted to come on to bring all my subscribers, my loyal subscribers. Thank you, moderators, for being here. From the youngest, Isabel, from the oldest, Aaron, and the ones in between, like Mike and Crystal and Janine. And if I'm missing anybody, I apologize. Those are the names I seen popped in. I do not ever take it personal if I don't recognize anybody. Now, let's get back. So then Somalia was avoiding the tax. They were avoiding the tax. No taxes on our tax-paying money. Big racketeer, and what's also big is Don't Peek is in with the American flag in the hearts. Thank you, Don't Peek, aka Lovebirds. Appreciate you here. So now the grocery stores. In the grocery stores, it was all racketeer. They had people who were working for Somalia, going through money orders and money wiring. Holy shit. You're wondering why Tim Walz allegedly, I got to be careful, allegedly, because I do believe he'll be prosecuted and he will be in prison. There's no way out of this. And that's why he is not running a third term, and he's actually stepping down. Before he steps down, he'll probably be sentenced. And a lot more Democrats are either going to be sentenced, retirement. Trust me on this. But I like to know, can somebody tell me in the chat, anybody, who was writing out the checks to the Somalians? Who was writing out those checks? Who was it? Who was it? Who was the council members? Who the hell was the council members writing those checks out? Because they should be in jail too. They were just writing out checks galore. You know, it's a shame because Minnesota are nice people. And a lot of people are asking me, how did that happen? I know people who live in Minnesota. I know Democrats that live there. I know Republicans that live there. They're so nice. They trusted the governor. They trusted the politics. with their taxpaying money, our taxpaying money, and look what happened. They were doing this for many, many years. Ilhan Omar, it's a shame what happened in Minneapolis, but this is what's going on up to date. So right now, Trump has ordered 2,000 federal agents. That's a lot of federal agents. He's going to be there, and they're going to be taking them down, pulling them asses out. You know what I like to see? I promise I'll read comments. You know what I want to see? I want to see Fox. First of all, I want to see Donald Trump go live. I want to see him go live. Have Fox News there. Wow, seriously, guys, pulling those people out who were doing fraud from those daycares, health cares, and grocery stores. Pulling them out with their underwears and panties on, right? I don't know if I want to see that. Pulling them out, middle of the night, right? And dump them off in Somalia. Not to jail. Fly them to Somalia. Drop them off. You know what I mean, dropping them off, ladies and gentlemen. Put them down on the ground. Safe is what I mean. And say, we washed our hands, we correct it. Now let's go after Gavin Newsom's ass in California. Let's go after his ass. And let's go after Illinois and that piece of crap, piece of shit governor in Chicago. And go after a lot of these states. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, because I'm going to tell you something right now. It's happening in a lot of states. Many states. And yes, I'll beat you to it. If it's happening in the red states, I don't give two shits. It's probably not happening as much. Let's be honest. But if it's happening, take their ass into jail too. Tax paying money. So I'm going to explain this again. And then we're going to talk about Russia. They were having these daycare, fake grocery stores, and healthcare where there was no kids, maybe one or two. They had their own Muslims and Somalian kids there. They were taking millions of dollars, going through TSA in Atlanta, smuggling, transfer to Dubai to Somalian. Do you understand? They were ripping off United States of America on our tax-paying money. That doesn't go. I don't like other countries putting poison here. Goodbye, Maduro. And we'll talk about Maduro today, this morning in court. I don't like them taking our money, messing with our kids, messing with us. It's about time. And Trump, if you want to go down as the best president ever, I want you to do me one favor, Trump. Hopefully Donald Trump listens to my station. I hope he pulls them out with federal agents, have a Fox there, and expose it on Fox and show it live. Wouldn't you love to see that? And then have them put in the planes and send them back. That would make him go down as the best president ever. Yeah, you want to talk about Cuba? We'll talk about Cuba. But I want to talk about Russia. So a statement came out from Putin today, or Russia. By the way, I don't know how true it is, but let's just say it is true with all his AI. Putin is threatening the United States to release Maduro. All right? We will not release him under any circumstances. And ladies and gentlemen, do not be afraid of Russia. Sounds sure they got nuclear. Trust me. Trump has got Putin right where he wants him. Okay? By the way, Cuba, you want to talk about Cuba? Let's talk about it. Cuba, who makes money off of Venezuela, they're ready to take these senile people that are running Cuba. So many struggling Cubans. Shout out to all my Cubans. They are so conservative and so pissed off with a corrupted government for many, many years. And Cuba will not be doing business with Venezuela because we got Venezuela. We got them right where we want. It's our oil now. And we will be go ahead and taking our reserves. If they want our reserves, China, you're buying it from us. And Cuba will be great again. Cuba, Venezuela will be very safe. And these people who've been struggling in Venezuela, Cuba, Colombia, we'll talk about Colombia. Colombia, you're next. Oh, Mexico, drug cartels. You're going down. All of you are going down. You know why? We have a leader. We have a mob boss, whatever you want to call him. He's coming after you. He's saving us. And Tim Walz, you're in big trouble. Now I'm going to open up the comments. This is crazy going through 2SA to Dubai, a huge racketeer on our taxpaying money. I cannot believe this is happening. We should build a strong economy for Venezuela and Cuba. Are you, yes or no, in the chat? Should we build a huge, just make Venezuela safe again in Cuba? Yes or no? Shouldn't we do that? Isn't that common sense? What's so bad about that? What's so bad about that? There's nothing bad about that. Nothing wrong with that. It's a president who's utilizing his power to keep us safe, Venezuela better, Cuba in a couple weeks better, because they can't do business with Venezuela anymore. We took out the bad guy. And by the way, he was not a president. He cheated. It was fraud. He took away the presidency from that woman. I forget her name. If one of my moderators want to put it in here, I appreciate it. It's just not ringing a bell, but she got ripped off. She won on a landslide. That poor woman had to go live somewhere else. So he did Venezuela a favor. And again, the Democrats, once again, will take this story and flip it apart. Donald Trump can send all Americans $1 million and cure diabetes or other diseases here tomorrow, and the Democrats will twist it around like he did wrong. And that's that. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. He is a president, very unique, strong, that we'll never see again in our lifetime. He's all of our voices, having a beer at a bar, playing darts at a bar, sewing, cooking brownies in the oven. He's all of us in one. And I got to tell you, before I read the comments, I've spoken to Democrats today. Many Democrats, and had cigars today. And you know what they said to me? Sal, we don't really particularly care for Trump still, but you know what? Holy shit. He did an amazing job. That's what they're saying. These are moderate Democrats. That's amazing. That's amazing what he's doing. It's amazing. Iran, we have a short memory, taking out nukes, making us safe. Don't have to worry about that no more. And then going in the middle of the night and taking out a so-called, quote-unquote, a dictator, a leader of drug cartel. And you see him, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Happy shit. You're gone. Plead not guilty. And now there's rumors that Putin's saying release him. Ladies and gentlemen, don't fear Russia. We are much stronger than Russia. Okay? Much stronger. This is all a strategy on Trump. A strategy. You want oil? Buy it from us. But we own it now. We own it. We own the reserves. And that's that. We're making it beautiful again for all countries. All of us. Trump will go down in history as an amazing leader, not a follower, president of the United States. And these Somalians, they need to be sent back. Every single one. And I can't wait till they crack down. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for sponsoring today's live. I can't wait till they bring down Gavin Newsom. I'd love to see him bring him down, pull him right out of his mansion, handcuffs on. Lots of fraud over there with homeless Somalians, and I don't think people realize it. We're only hearing about Minnesota because it just came out. It's worse in California, in my opinion, than Minnesota because it's more people, bigger. And then we'll go after that idiot in Chicago, Illinois. That piece of shit, that Facha Brew. It's an amazing day. It's an amazing year. And with that said, I'll read some comments. This is Crystal Cigar. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate Crystal. Homegrown, Crystal. Homegrown. Cuba. I want to stop and say hello to Ardell, LGBT for Trump, all my loyal subscribers. Hey, shout out to all new subscribers. Thank you for being here, and all moderators to moderate the channel. appreciate it. Again, should we light the cigar? Should we light this to celebrate taking down a dictator, a bad guy, narcotics, poison, whatever the hell you want to call it? Huh? And in court today saying he's innocent. Get the hell out of here, innocent. Innocent. Oh, man. All right, what we got over here? Yeah, we're going to light the cigar. Now I've got to get into some comments here. Yes, like the cigar. All right. I hope everybody had a great New Year's, terrific weekend. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because the Somalians are enjoying themselves, not for long, on our tax-paying money. Now, if you're just coming in, we got a cigar being lit. What's this channel about? It's about smoking cigars. Shout out to our memberships like Barber. Do you think there will be a ton of arrests while getting close to midterms? First of all, Barber, thank you again for your membership and all your support. Yes, I think you're going to see some arrests. I think you're also going to see many Democrats go into early retirement, not just Nancy Pelosi. I think they're actually literally shitting their pants, Barber. But yes, to your question, I think you're going to see many arrests. This is going to be an amazing year. This is going to open our eyes, and it's stuff that we had back of our head that we almost forgot about. And he is exposing so much. But yes, Barber, absolutely, you're going to see many arrests. And I know some are going to come in here, respectfully so, and I appreciate it, saying there won't be any arrests. I'll look into the camera. There will be an arrest. This is an illegal. This is fraud, and it's huge. Biggest scam. I think that was my screenshot or title. Biggest scam ever. And it took a 23-year-old YouTuber to expose it, who has to have security around his house. Is that the way we got to live? A YouTuber exposes fraud, well, helps, and he's got to worry about his life and his family? Is that what we become? All right, let's see here. Any other interesting comments? Interesting comments. Let's go. Throw it at me. Throw it at me here. Omar, I don't think she'll be arrested. I think she'll be sent back. What I think's going to happen, my opinion, is she's going to throw all this on Governor Tim Walz after he already said today publicly that he's going to, no third term, he's going to pretty much not run anymore. He wants to help out the community, fight fraud. Fight fraud. He's already admitted it. Think about those words. I will step down. Excuse me. I won't go for a third time. I want to help my community, my hardworking Americans. Help my hard-working Americans. Well, he's right about that. But what did you do, Tim Walz? You were either in on it or too stupid. I've said this many times. I know he's tired of hearing it. Either way, you got to go. He will be arrested. Yes, mark my words. If indeed they find that he was getting donations, if they could find any proof. Because I don't think he's that smart, guys. And let's just say he's not smart. I think he's stupid. He'll be in jail. Now, let's just say he's smart and he burned everything and got rid of everything. His legacy's done. It's finished. Okay, he has a 0.0% to run for president or any kind of politics at all, along with Kamala. She has already thrown him under the bus, but it's too late for her. Yeah, she's finished. She's finished. I think the Somalian community is finished. Let them go to East Africa and run around naked and eat dirt from the ground. I don't give a shit what they do. All right, next comment. Let's get our vets into the hotel. Somebody said, hey, Jeff, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's get our vets into those hotels. Jeff, thank you so much. And Jeff is alluding to, I believe he watches my shorts. We help out the homeless here. So thank you so much. All the membership donations, 100%. No fraud here. Will support people, Americans, veterans, elderly, Democrats, Republicans who are struggling on the streets of Las Vegas. Thank you. Yes, we need to get more people into the, hey, Gavin, how are you, Gavin? Good to see you, Gavin. We need to, that's what this is about. It's helping out the homeless, and Gavin Newsom's next. Lots of fraud. That's funny. Hilton is canceling all ice cream reservations across the nation. You won't see her no more either. She's finished. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like. Do you understand the Democrats in Italian is fanud? Everybody say it. Fanud. Again, fanud. What's that mean? Finish. They're done. They've been exposed. The party is over for a very, very long time. Donald Trump is exposing one by one by one by one by one. Each and every one of them. AOC, she's next. She'll be exposed. How the hell are they making $25, $30 million a year? No defense to a bartender out there, a barmaid? No defense. How the hell does she make $25 million being a bartender? How the hell did Ilhan Omar make all that money from marrying her brothers? Huh? Let them go marry their brothers and sisters. I don't care. Do you guys care if they marry their brothers and sisters? Just don't come here with that shit. Go back to Somalia. Go marry your brother, your sister, your cousin, whoever you want to marry. We don't want it here. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. It's not about Donald Trump. It's not about Donald Trump. It's not about these crooked mob-style Democrats. It's about us. It's about us. That's what it's about. It's just fortunate, and we're very blessed that we have Donald Trump as the president. God knew that. God knew that. A little bit more, he's brain dead. Yes, there is a God. And I don't judge if you don't believe. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with any of that? It's time for us to step the hell up and speak when we want to speak. As long as you don't threaten anybody. That's a whole nother ballgame. It's our freedom of speech. And these are facts. How about that, Bat? That military. Ozzy, thank you for putting that comment. Let's talk about the military. Not one person, thank God, got hurt, injured, or anything. They went in and took out another bad guy. Goodbye. On a boat, on a plane, planes, trains, and automobiles. What was that movie? Get him on a boat. Get him on a plane. He gave his wife a little kiss for the last time and off over to New York, and that's that. And that's that. And we're coming for Cuba next. As Marco Rubio says, you know what Marco Rubio says who's from Cuba? You got a bunch of old, crooked Alzheimer's. It's time for the Cubans. Cuba's beautiful. Cigars. The women. The ocean. Let's make Cuba great again. Huh? Let's make Cuba great again and safe again. These poor people have to try to escape to come to the United States. What a damn shame. Make Venezuela safe again. And that bullshit that's going on in Mexico and that drug cartels that are running it, police officers, they're running Mexico. It's not even safe to go to Mexico. If you're a young lady or anybody, it's not even safe to go to Mexico. We need to stop it. And they're coming after Mexico. Trust me, one by one. Don't be surprised at 1:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning next week, sometime during the week, that we go into Cuba. I can see it now. Trump will take their cigars. I can see headline news. We got your oil, and we got your cigars. Now what? Now what? Funny, but true. Thank you. 2026 is going to be a great year. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. Thanks for helping sponsoring this live. Once again, if you're new, we appreciate it. 100% of the proceeds, unless somebody says get a cigar, Sal, or get a drink, I'll go ahead and do it. Give to the homeless people. We help out the homeless American. So many people out there fall for this beautiful country, like Ozzy alluded to a little while ago, who fought our military. And they're not getting, some of them are not getting anything. Bullshit what's been going on. Now, Russia, supposedly Putin's threatened the United States and Donald Trump to release Maduro. First of all, I don't know how true it is, but if it is true, Putin, what are you smoking, Putin? Huh? Go drink your little vodka. Okay? Go hide somewhere. You know what, Putin? Keep your shit up. We'll come after you too. That's right. We'll send a couple Irish guys and a couple Italian guys and a few hillbillies. You won't see him no more. Let him keep starting his shit and threats if it's true. By the way, if you're just coming in, there was some rumors out there, fake outlets of news, that there's a civil war happening right now in Venezuela. Not true. There's no civil war. There's some people upset. The ones who are upset were the ones getting drugs. They're the ones that are upset because the people there, they love it. Thank you, Trump. God bless you, Trump. Thank you, Trump. Okay? Thank you for the owl. I appreciate that beautiful white owl. Thank you. Where'd you find that owl at? That's beautiful. YouTube's amazing, huh? Smart? Smart? Huh? They know how to do it. They know how to do it. Different little mojos, emojis out there, whatever you call them. People will click on them. Thank you so much. It means a lot. What's the other one we got? We got a high five. High five fist bump. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Owls. Trump rocks. What's going on, Steve? This guy's high. Absolutely, I'm high on life. How could you not be high on Donald Trump? Thank you for the comment. By the way, read Crystal's message. That's all we asked for. Thank you. What the hell just happened here? Hold on. Vance in 28. Andrew, I wouldn't mind it, but I really big fan with Marco Rubio. Big. But yeah, either way. Make Cuba great again. Where's all my Cubans at? Where's Cuba? Where's all my Cuban friends? Huh? Make Cuban great, huh? Colombia too. Budagich. Get the hell out of here. Budagich. Yeah, Barbara. Either way, Vance and Rubio. And you know what, Barbara? I can tell you this. They think strong. I was going to say the cigar is strong. They think that Trump is strong. Oh, my goodness. Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance, they've been paying attention lately. They've been looking, watching Trump. You see him when he talks, watching his body language. I mean, they're already smart, in my opinion. Marco Rubio is smart in his different way. J.D. Vance, right? But, man, they're going to be strong. Our Republican Party, the American Party, the United States of America Party, is going to be stronger than ever. I hope to live to see it. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Yeah. I bet you're fun on Thanksgiving. Rubio always on the right of Trump. You notice that? You notice that? Good eye, Ozzy. Yeah. Always on the right. Molly, thank you. Appreciate you. You know, guys, if you're new to the channel and you see this hat, you're saying, oh, here we go. Here we go. Another MAGA station. Well, I say no. I know. Hold on, let me continue. Isn't this about America? Isn't this common sense? Isn't this something that we should have done 40, 50 years ago? Huh? It's a common sense. That's all it is. Just so happened that Trump's common sense. And we're making it safe again. And we're cracking down fraud. If this is true, well, it is true, Trump is sending, this is true, sorry, 2,000 federal agents to go take out Somalia. If we had a Democrat president right now, you wouldn't even hear, first of all, Let's track back. The reason Kamala went after Tim Walz is because she and him knew what the hell was going on. They thought they can beat Donald Trump. Tim Walz would have had all that cover up in Minnesota. Okay? And by the way, let's not call out the residents in Minnesota. It's not their fault. Even if they're Democrats, it's unfair and it's not correctly set. You should not be calling out the people that live there. They're nice people there. Very nice. If you haven't been in Minnesota, great people. Okay? They trusted their government. They trusted Mr. Tim Walz. They had all faith that he was doing the right thing for the American people, that the right people will be qualified for child care. Americans who needed it in some situations. They trusted Tim Walz that the grocery stores would not be a racketeer. They trusted that the right people would get Medicaid. They trusted their government for SNAP benefits who needed food because of rough times, divorces, or whatever it might be. Their taxpaying money, 30-40%, was going to Somalia, who were also receiving what I just said, those programs, and they were running an organization. And thank God that one man who lives in Minnesota gathered up the information, contacted a YouTube channel, and that's what exposed this. That was the hardworking people that were Democrats, Republicans in Minneapolis. Somalia has been exposed. Tim Walz has been exposed. And a lot of these Democrats, like 90%, one by one will be exposed and will be forced to go into retirement before they be sentenced into prison. It's a damn shame what happened to that party. It's a damn shame. And a lot of you are saying, no, it's not. We love it. Well, I do love it. But it's a shame that Democrats trusted. There's nothing wrong voting Democrat. People were old-timers, Democrats, like my mom, may she rest in peace. Elderly people trusted that party. They've been with that party for many, many years. So don't disrespect your son, your daughter, somebody's a Democrat. It's not their fault. They trusted. They trusted the Democrat to help out with these programs. They trusted them with our oil, failed. They trusted them with our borders, failed. They trusted them with COVID relief funds, failed. They trusted them with SBA loans, fraud. They trusted them with child daycare, fraud. They trusted them with PUA unemployment, fraud. They trusted Nancy Pelosi with stimulus checks, fraud. She pushed not to give out. That's also leaking out. Thank God we had Trump, because they wanted to run it their way. They wanted to send us a little bit of money every month. That's a whole nother scam that I like to talk about. I got to just check a few things before I talk about it. Dr. Fauci, a lot of them are all going to be exposed, allegedly, and they're going to be forced into retirement. And that's what you're going to see. That's okay. Because I don't know if anybody can support a Democrat or Republican. I haven't heard too many Republicans. Let's be honest. There's some of those Republicans too and rhinos that could be involved too. But any of them, they need to be held responsible, particularly when it comes to ripping off the United States of America and sending money back to other countries, to East Africa. Not on Trump's watch. Not on our watch. No. Enough is enough. Of our country, our taxpaying, if you work, you're paying 30-40% of this bullshit in certain states. If you're in California right now, if you're a YouTuber or if you are an independent journalist, go and expose fraud in California. Check out the daycares. All you need to do, you'll be okay. If you need my help, let me know. Get a good cameraman. Get some security. Knock, knock. See if they'll say, who's there? Knock on them at 1 o'clock, at 9 o'clock in the morning. They should be open at 9 o'clock. And see if they're legit. See if there's anybody in there, particularly children. See. I just want to see. And you could say this. I have 3 kids who want to come here. See what they say. guarantee you they'll close the door in your face. Now, if they open it up, say sit down, have a cup of coffee, then you know it's legal. Because it's unfair because we do have a lot of Americans who are running these daycare centers 100% the correct way. But a lot of them are going to be exposed. And California is going to be much bigger. Remember you heard this from Sal? YouTube right now. It will be bigger in California, stronger. Gavin Newsom is going down as well. It aggravates me. It really does, guys. You know, I feel, because I know there's a lot of people on here. Let me take a couple deep breaths, as Isabel will say, our youngest moderator. And let me just say this. You know why it hurts me? And I know a lot of people are, it's none of my business, but you know how many people on here, Bama? You know how many people, ladies and gentlemen, that are on this live right now and on our lives before, are one of those people that are struggling for, who want SNAP benefits, who would love child care assistance, who would love health care, Medicaid assistance for some time? I bet you there's a lot of us on here, right, who've been on here. And guess what? Either been turned down or didn't have the right information. But Somalia, there's no information. All they need to say is, I'm Somalia. I can't speak English. And guess what? What do you need? Oh, you want to open up a childcare? Sure. That place is open. I think it's been closed down. Open it up. Oh, by the way, you have wives? Oh, I have 5 wives. Oh, by the way, do you have kids? I got 50 kids. Are they from Somalia? Yeah. Okay, you're eligible for welfare. Hey, do you need some SNAP benefits? Yeah. How many kids? 4. $500 a month. Do you need Medicaid? Yes, in case I get sick. You got that too. By the way, they take that money over to Georgia through TSA into Somalia. Excuse me, to Dubai. Sorry. They had one stop. Sorry. To Dubai. And avoid taxes. Holy shit. First of all, Ozzy, if we did that, we're not drinking, we're not smoking, and we shouldn't. We're in jail. Let alone go to Dubai and not pay taxes. Who's writing those checks out? I mean, for conversation purpose, allegedly, let's say Tim Walz didn't know about the checks being written out. I'll give him, let's just say for conversation, Tim Walz did not know about the checks. Who was the person, and how the hell did Tim Walz not know about the person writing the checks out? The biggest scam ever. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, he is stepping down. He is showing guilt. He's still innocent before proven in a court of law. And these are allegedly allegations. But for him not to run for governor is telling you everything. And for him to say he doesn't want to run because he cares about the people. Hold on. Stay with me. He doesn't have the time to run because it's more important to take care of my Minneapolis people and making sure I crack down on fraud. Bullshit! Are you kidding me? Oh, he's good. Whoever told him, or whoever wrote that up is even better. Tim Walz. You think I'm stupid? You think we're stupid? No. We got you. We got you. Actually, a 23-year-old journalist, independent YouTuber, got it. Nick Shirley. And Nick Shirley, I contacted you. If you come and see these lives, you need some help. I don't want any exposure. You don't even have to connect me to my YouTube. I'll just stand behind you. They want to threaten somebody. Come threaten me. I would love them to come threaten me. Nick Fuentes, 28. What do you guys think about Nick Fuentes? You like him in 28? All right, what else I want to talk about? I read my notes. I think we covered it all. Yeah, biggest scam ever. But, you know, it's the biggest scam right now. But the next scam will be Gavin Newsom in the state of California. And again, it's unfair to you know, when you go to California, look at the people there bad or call the Democrats out bad. I know you're saying, well, Sal, they voted for it. It's unfair. Again, they're voting and hoping that their governor, Newsom, and all these governors, because California hasn't been run correctly since Ronald Reagan. It's not their fault. They were just hoping they were brainwashed and hoping for a better political. Gavin Newsom's going to be hit hard. He's going to be hit hard on the fires, the Powell State fires, the fraud on homeless that we help, and the homeless in California, they didn't get much at all. I was going to say they didn't get a dime. He made it look good, Gavin Newsom. He did give us a little bit out. I did some research. I'm sure they have illegals taking advantage of their health care and stuff like I just talked about 10 minutes ago. So they're going to be next. And that idiot in Chicago, that governor who came to Las Vegas where I'm at and gambled and won. Where'd that money go? Did anybody in Chicago get that money? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Thank you, Joshua. Cuban cigar. Can't wait. Go to Cuba, spend some money there, help their economy out, buy some good cigars, look at some beautiful beaches, have some great Cuban food, rice and beans, the black beans, and empanadas, all that food. Make Cuba great. Why are we talking Cuba? They're next. We're going to take the regime. We're taking all of them out. Wipe them out. Marco Rubio knows right where they're at, guys. He knows where they're at. And a lot of people asked me today, hey, Sal, I'm sure you had people ask you this today, right? How the hell, why didn't Maduro go? Why didn't he go to somewhere else? I was going to say Puerto Rico. They don't want him there. But why didn't he go to Colombia? Why didn't he go somewhere, right? Why? Anybody want to put it in the chat why Maduro, a corrupted dictator in Venezuela, didn't go anywhere? Let's see if anybody gets this correct. Why didn't Maduro go anywhere? Trump told him, we're coming. Why? Because he thought that all presidents were like Joseph Biden. He thought we were weak. He thought Trump was playing games. Oh, just a tough voice. He's just a tough guy. Just a tough guy. He won't do anything. Well, guess what, Mr. Maduro? How tough was that? We destroyed you and your cartel and your cocaine and your narcotics. And guess what? And your warm weather and your beautiful beaches. Now you're in cold weather in a cold jail. And you're finished. And he's bringing down everybody underneath Maduro in Colombia. And Cuba will not be making money off of Venezuela anymore. And we got your oil. And it's proud to have your oil reserve and make offers to China. And here's what you tell China. You want Venezuela oil? Yeah. I tell you what. Tariffs, 80%. China goes, wait a minute. How about 60? We'll settle at 70, and that's that. You want to rip us off, China? You want to get and leak viruses and pandemic and kill many, many people in the United States of America and worldwide? We'll give you the oil. The tariffs is 70%. We own you too. And that's that. Trump is taking control, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not far-fetched. He is working the chess pieces. LGBT. He is working the chess pieces, Barbara, Bama, Mike, Ozzy, Crystal, some of my lowest. He's working the chess, and he's 8 pieces. Checkmate. Checkmate. We got you. We got you all. Oh, by the way, anybody check your stock market today? Huh? Or do you only check it when it's down? Anybody take a look today? I'm just saying. Gas. We're going to see 99 cents. We're going to see 99 cents. What gas? Up, up, up. Up. Check it out. If you haven't checked, go off the live for a few seconds and then come back on. I'm only kidding. Check it out. Up. Up. Silver. Going to be way up. But I promise I won't make this a stock market channel. Right, Mike? Mickey. Stocks are up. The investors know. The investors are like, wow. I don't know about those terrorists before, but thank you, Trump. Oh, we see. The investors. I got you what you were doing. We didn't know about taking over the Venezuela. Whoa. You're going to be selling oil? Yeah. Okay. We didn't know that. Interesting. By the way, oh, yeah. Gold and silver's up. Absolutely. By the way, if you haven't heard yet, remember Elon Musk turned his back on Trump? Guess what? He just made it out today. I'm back. I'm donating billions of dollars, midterms, and I'm ready to nominate the next Republican president. So just when he was out, he's back in. Let me look in the camera. Can I look in the camera real close? Oh, I didn't shave today. Guess what? Guess what? Democrats are, let's put it in the chat. Ready? Spell it. Finished. Finish. Exposed or finished. Put it in the chat. Whichever easier to spell. Finish or expose. Choose it. Finish, expose. I love them both. Put both. Put both. Finished. Finished. Seriously, they're finished. Just like my birds do. My parrots. Like that. Finished. Finished. Exposed. Gone. Love it. Finished. There we go. Finished. We got them. Either they were stupid or they're in on it, the Democrats. Either way, they're finished. They got to go. And by the way, there's some good Democrats out there. I don't know who they are. They'll never get exposed because they're decent. They're just got issues. You'll never hear about them. Why? The Democrats are taking them, eating them up alive. They're finished, ladies and gentlemen. They're all finished. Hey, shout out to Carmen. Gas prices are down, but you know what? Who's that? But gas prices are going to go down lower. We're going to see 1970s when I start driving. We're going to see gas prices 79 cents. That's right. Cuban cigar. Cuban. Because we're going after Cuba. Cuba next. Make Cuba great again. Those damn people. That's a shame what's happening in Cuba all those years. Those people don't deserve that. Hard-working for nothing. Run by. Don't even get started. They're next. Make Cuba great again. Who wants that? Make Cuba. That's a shame. It's time. This should have happened a long time ago, but no president had the balls to do it. Not one. Not Bill Clinton. Not Ronald Reagan. Not Bush 1, Bush 2, Bush 3, Bush 4. None. None. And I named a couple decent presidents in there. A couple. I named a couple decent ones. Decent. And I'm being nice. I'm being nice. Gotta be nice. I know a lot of people love Reagan, so I'll be nice. I heard today that Kennedy's still alive. Can you believe that? John F. Kennedy's 109 years old in a hideout. Yes or no? He's 109 years old somewhere. He's still alive. This is good. That's a good Cuban cigar. Yeah, he's out there. He's 109. Hanging out with Elvis. Oh my God, James, do you read minds, James? Are you on one of those YouTube? Oh my God, I was gonna come out hanging out with Elvis. Whoa, that's scary. Only live. That's what makes it fun, guys. Thank you so much for all your likes and subscribing. I appreciate it. Whoa, 133 likes. Hey, once again, shout out to the moderators on here tonight. Janine, Mike, Crystal, Isabel, Aaron. I don't know if I seen Lemon J, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, we help out the homeless here. And oh, Bama, thank you. Did you get your Trump beach towel? Hopefully you got it by now. I hope you got it. Thank you for the donation. You know, I like that comment for like my next title there. If I can take that comment. Something about lower gas. Where was it? Shit. Yeah, it'll be there. It'll be there. God, it worries me just a bit, but the Christmas and everything, I wouldn't be surprised there tomorrow, Wednesday. Yeah, but guys, we all should be, all joking aside, seriously, we all should be very confident, very impressed, very happy, knowing that Trump has, taken a bad guy who gave him some time to leave Venezuela. He failed to do so. He was captured. Next time, I hope he does it, though, and don't wake me out of bed at 4 o'clock. I'm doing a live at 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you so much for 330,000 views. Crazy. Next time, Trump, can you do it like 6 o'clock in the morning? Let me have my coffee first. But yeah, I actually don't care when he does it, as long as he does it. But, taking him and his wife and in handcuffs with federal agents back to New York, and putting another bad guy away, and he didn't know it was coming. And that's a great thing. And I think it's a statement. It's a statement for Colombia. It's a statement for Cuba. And it's also a statement for the drug cartels in Mexico. And for them sending that drugs to America. And now, look, let's be honest. It's not going to crack down 100% on narcotics. I know that, and most of you know that. Let's be real. But hey, if we can crack down on 40%, 50%, it's better than 0%, right? And it will be at some point 80%. And as well as opening up fraud in Minneapolis, it's a great thing. And having these Democrats step down. And I'm not happy because there are Democrats stepping down. I'm a happy American because they cheated American taxpayers in Minneapolis and your state as well. So allegedly, if Tim Walz was involved, he should be prosecuted the highest. And I do believe majority, if not majority, all the blue states are somehow involved in this. And I wouldn't be surprised. I know the boos are going to come from my mega. I can see them already. I wouldn't be surprised that some red states are doing it as well, right? I'm just being honest. And whoever does it, you take them and you get rid of them because we don't need it. Greenland, thank you. Susan, thank you so much. Don't forget Greenland. He said, you know what, Susan, first of all, I appreciate you. I just love these lives because I had that down somewhere. I'll show you did, Sal. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. I did not have it down, Susan, but I wanted to talk about it. Greenland. Ours. Be ours. Be ours. See? It's amazing what he's doing. It's amazing. We got everybody. We got them all. Do you think anybody in the chat? Maybe I'm wrong. Do you think any other president would do anything like Donald Trump? Oh, thank you. Would you? Thank you. Would you? I just want to say shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. And by the way, only on live, but that's okay. That coach, Nick Sirianni, I'm going to call him out too. Holy shit, the Tang's calling out of the Tang. That a piece of shit resting the players. Want to talk football? We can talk football. They'll open up another YouTube channel, Talk Sports. But anyhow, shout out to the Eagles. They did make it. You never, ever, when you get the number 2 seed, ever don't let those. They're getting paid millions of dollars. They should play to get the number 2 seed. Now, if Chicago wins, you got to go to root. What a scuzziata that Sirianni is. He's not a real Tang. Call him out too. That's what I do. So I call myself out too. Go Bills. Barbara said, go Bills. They're good. A lot of good teams out there. All right. It's going to be a great weekend of football. You know, it's going to be an incredible weekend in football for those football fans and college. All right. We'll get a couple more comments. Hey, thank you so much for 142 likes. Appreciate it. It's my pleasure to go on these lives. Took yesterday off. Denver's tough. Denver's real tough. They got a good quarterback over there and a good coach. He's smart. Trump supporter, too. Amen. Rest in peace, Charlie. Charlie Kirk, yeah. Amen. Ole Miss, real good. Julio, I had him on the money line. No points. Like him. Shout out to that coach taking over the team. Julio, Ole Miss. They're tough. They're good. Freedom shirt. God bless. Indiana, real good. Mendoza. Is it Mendoza? Happy New Year. Mendoza. He's good. He's good. And shout out to his mom. You know, she's fighting MS like my daughter. That's a good kid over there. You can see the tears. They're real good, Indiana. They're badass. What's going on in kickboxing tonight? Is that right, Bama? Is that right? Some people are, what the hell is he talking about? Bama. Miss it. Whoa. I lost everybody on that, I'm sure, except for Bama. Oh, Dizzy, this is good. I got to get you one of these, Dizzy, next time you're in Vegas. Matter of fact, I'll get you one. Real good. Cuban cigar. Good. Look at that ash. Huh? We'll all be smoking Cuban cigars soon. I'm laughing, but I should. Once Trump gets Cuba. Uncle Charlie, what's happening? I didn't see you. What do you know? What do you see? What do you hear? Still waiting on confirmation with YouTube to get another moderator. Haven't forgot about that as well, Uncle Charlie. We got over here. My MAGA family will vote blue. I don't want to read no more. No, I'm just kidding. For the first time, and they go to the door, educating people who are not voting for Trump again. Thank you for your comment. Interesting. Dizzy, come on over. This is good. By the way, one more time in Russia. Putin in Russia has threatened the United States, according to Russia news outlets, that they're saying release Maduro. Not going to happen. So don't worry about it. Okay, cool, Dizzy. Definitely, we'll get together. Winter Olympics next month. You know, I love it. I love the Winter Olympics a little bit better, in my opinion, to the sun. I like it. Yeah, I like the downhill skiing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really am, Barbara. I don't know if you can hear the motorcycle in the background here. What time is it in Vegas? Hold on. That's starting to piss me off a little bit. 7:44 and they're still going around with a motorcycle. I'll give them 15 minutes. I got 15 minutes. You're not going to hear that motorcycle anymore. All right. Let's see. I'm just kidding, guys. It's annoying. It's horrible. Did I do that when I was a kid? No. Yeah, the politics somehow get involved with it all. But, you know, it's hard. But, you know, it's hard. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching those young men, young women. Some of them are not young. Some are like in their 40s. I mean, that's not young, is it? Skiing. I read one report, one guy was 80 years old. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, I hate when politics get involved in any sport. Politics should never get involved with sports. It's like putting ketchup on Italian sausage. Just keep it out. Salute the flag. You don't see the football players doing that anymore. Never kneel, but leave the politics away. But when you win the championship, Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles, I like them. The rest of the team goes and you don't go, I have a problem. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. My flag. Oh. I guess the wind. We had a windstorm. God bless the United States of America. I was talking about this today with a couple friends. Democrats, Republicans. I said, we are all in one. Nobody rips us off. Yeah, figure skating is actually good. You know, I actually like that, Barbara. I enjoy watching. You're saying, sure, no, I enjoy it. Some people will say, why are you watching that? Are you gay? I enjoy watching it. Democrat would say something like that, right? I like the figure skating. You know? I'm getting a text from a client. Oh, it's a Republican client. I'll get right back to him. All right. I'll read a couple more comments. Man, this time off that I had, it went too quick. I want more days off. We work our ass off, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we've been working our ass off. Anybody in here over 50, we've been working. Oh, he's 60. Work. I enjoy it. I'll always work. I hope it comes to a point where I don't work as much. Love the Diet Coke, Carmen. Love it. Diet Pepsi's Democrat. Diet Coke's, I'm only kidding, Carmen. I like to throw a little entertainment. But here's the deal. I think you all know where I'm going to go with this, right? We work, we pay taxes. At least some of us, hopefully all of us. You know, we'll be getting all those forms in the mail. I'm self-employed, this form, that form. $500 of my CPA. $2,000 of this, $1,000 here. I don't mind it. I do mind it. It takes away my cigar money. No, I don't mind it. But I want my 30%. I want your 30%. We want our money to go to struggling Americans for SNAP benefits, for daycare, for Medicaid, for those who really need it. There's some suffering from long-time illness. They have just shut down. They have MS or whatever it might be. And they need our help. And we should. But it should not ever go. Barbara, thank you so much. It should never go, ladies and gentlemen, to anybody who's illegal. You know that. I know that. Democrats know that. Republicans know that. Independents, black, whites, gay, transgender, whatever your cup of tea is in life, should go to struggle and match. Our tax money is supposed to go to infrastructure and things like that. here in the United States of America. It should never ever go to other countries in fraud like this. This is a terrible scam, a very terrible, corrupted scam that involved allegedly possible a Governor Tim Walz, who's actually announced that for those who are coming in, he's going to step down, not run third term. It should never, they should be investigated. And if a governor is the governor, a mayor is the mayor. And by the way, I'm going to go a little farther. Whoever that chief of police is, he needs to be behind bars too. Because how the hell did he not crack down on this? And once again, if you're coming in real late, we've been on for an hour. It's my pleasure, and I'm enjoying these lives. How the hell was the city council? Who's writing these checks out so these people get? I mean, come on. Where was the investigation at? So there was one man in Minnesota, and I'm sorry, and I apologize. I'm going to call myself out. I forgot the guy's name, and I should have it. But there was an older guy who lives in Minnesota who pays taxes, and he's been there for 40 years, and he's been all over the YouTube with Nick Shirley, the YouTuber. Shout out to that man, and I don't have the name for it. If anybody feels like Googling it and putting it in the chat, his name should be in here, and I should have wrote that down, so I should call myself out. But he contacted this he was watching Nick Shirley's channel, or Nick, and he's the one who got Nick Shirley, this 23-year-old, over there to investigate it. So one hard-working resident, and he's getting death threats too, that man. So maybe I should. Dave, thank you. Dave, yes, thank you. Thank you for putting that in there, Steve. Yeah, and he's also getting threats and to his family because he exposed and woke up the government. You know they hate him right now. Yeah. Meanwhile, I got the Minnesota in the background. All right. Yep, sure does. What do you think about Venezuela? I think it was a beautiful thing. For those who are just coming in. Now, if you see comments like that, there's people who are just coming in the chat, so they don't know we discussed it. So, but I think it was a perfect thing. I think it was a good for the whole world. I think Cuba's next. I know a lot of you say, why is he repeating himself? Well, you know, you have new people popping in and popping out. I think a lot of you understand that. So I'm just going to throw it out there one last time. I thought it was great. I thought it was great that, you know, we captured a dictator who cheated, who more importantly was running a organized drug trafficking and much, much more. And I think he's going after Colombia and Cuba. And I wouldn't be surprised they take down Mexico cartels. And Trump will do all that pretty rapidly, pretty quickly. They don't tell us everything that's going on. And again, he gave Maduro a couple chances to leave. Leave. I don't care where you go. Well, I do care where you go. Don't come to the United States. Don't go to Puerto Rico. Go. And he did not go, Maduro. And he stayed because he thought he was a weak president. He was just a tough guy with a big voice who wasn't going to do anything. He thought he was Biden. And guess what? That's that. He went from warm weather, cold weather, to behind bars and never kissing a woman again. A real woman. And that's that. And he can plead innocent all day long. Putin can threaten us all day long to release him. Won't see it. Won't happen. Never. And Putin wants to play hardball. Let him play hardball. If it's true and he's threatening the United States. I'm not too sure if that's all accurate. But what do I think? Right thing. Actually, I think all Americans, I mean, if you were an American, actually not even an American, Venezuela, 90% of them are so happy because there's a lot of Venezuela people living in Florida, love other parts of the state, but they want to be back. They want to go to their beautiful, they want to go to Venezuela. They want to live in Venezuela. They don't want to live in the States, some of them do. Now they can go back and be safe. And don't worry about all this corruption and stuff and drugs. And again, we're not going to eliminate all drugs, but, we're making Venezuela great again, just like America great again. Biden did nothing to help anybody. All he helped was illegals coming here, and he didn't care about them, to set up future votes, to run a major racketeer and the biggest scam ever like Tim Walz. And Gavin Newsom next. And that idiot in Chicago next. That piece of shit. I don't know who I hate worse. I guess I would have to say Tim Walz, because they're all a bunch of idiots. I mean, they're all scammers. 90%. I'm just glad because, this started during, a lot of people think these allegations are just coming out now. This has been going on since COVID, before COVID. Chuck Schumer, you brought him up. The leader of the Democrat Party. What a Scotsiad he is. He's the worst of the worst. Thank you for putting that in there, Ozzy. Yeah. Like to see him in handcuffs, too. Here's what I think, Ozzy, and everybody on here. I really think that you're going to see probably the next 8 weeks, you're probably going to see every week, every 2 weeks, you're going to see a senator, somebody from the Democrat Party going into early retirement. They don't want to go to jail. I mean, who wants to be in jail, right? Does anybody want to be in jail on here? So they're going to be stepping down. And I'm going to go a little farther. I wouldn't be surprised you might find 1 or 2 Republicans. I'm going to be honest. I know I'm hearing some boos here from MAGA, but, Trump doesn't care. He'll bring you down. So, but you're going to see a lot of them step down. And that'll show you everything you need to know. Because once they step down and go into early, once they go into early retirement, that shows guilt. Now, I'm not saying that's enough to prosecute them. Hear me out. Let's not be fake news and put words on it. But that will show me and you and your family everything we need to know about the Democrat Party once they start going into early retirement. And I think you're going to see that. I really do. Sooner than later. Sooner than later, ladies and gentlemen. Who in the chat thinks you're going to see about 20 Democrats going to early retirement in the next 6 months? Yes or no? And they're probably saying, thank you, Tim Walz, you piece of shit. Thank you so much. That's one thing the Democrats do well, is they stick together, right? Guess what? They're not going to stick together on this. They don't want to go to jail. And we got some yeses, we got some nos. I think you're going to see at least 20, maybe more. Some will change parties. Interesting. Once again, Ozzy, I'm not just saying this. Great comment. Yes, you know what? Some possibly will change parties, yeah. Because some of them are probably, Ozzy, I'll back up with that. Some are probably borderline anyhow. You know what I mean? They're probably saying, we can't beat Trump. We're not going to be able to beat J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or Pete Hegseth. You know what? This Trump's not bad. He's keeping us safe. So, yeah, they might just switch parties. That's very well could be true. Well, Bill Clinton, somebody put Bill Clinton. You just put Bill Clinton, but thank you for putting it in. Bill Clinton, let's create a common sense party. Yeah, we should. Common sense, Greg. I like that. Bill Clinton's been kissing, I was going to say Joe Biden. Oh, my God. He's kissing Donald Trump's ass right now because of the photos that are going on with the Epstein files. Yeah, you're right, Barbara. Yeah. Maybe, William. Thank you for your comment. You might be right. You thought I was going to say you're wrong, right? You might be right. Appreciate your comment. Boy, you know I didn't sleep much when I almost got Biden mixed up with Trump. How could I possibly even? Oh my God. All right. Yeah, Dizzy. You're right. You're right. Wow. Some great comments. I'm not just saying that. Some really, really great comments. You know, I love it. Thank you, Greg. I really, really love it when we have thousands and thousands on here. Because at the end of the day, we continue to build something very special. Because at the end of the day, we help out the homeless and more people, more support. But I got to tell you, when we get like under 200, 300, I can really get to see some of these comments. And by the way, guys, let me just say this real quick. I know the last couple of days we had a lot of people on here. First of all, the moderators are on here. Thank you so much. Second of all, I know from my wife, I know from family members that I miss a lot of comments. Guys, it's not easy. These comments are flying. I had it on slow mode. Comments were flying in the other day. So, you know, please forgive me if you can. So, thank you. Thank you for subbing. Thank you. Appreciate all of you for subbing, subscribing. Today's Monday. Monday. But yeah, I can't. It's almost impossible. I know I even missed some donations over the weekend, and I very, very seldom missed that. So I just wanted to put that out there. If you were on here on the weekend when this broke, I apologize. You know, I know I missed some donation thank yous and everything, but it was crazy. You know, I didn't know this was going to happen, but you know, news breaking and following the corruption and or the fraud. Excuse me, the fraud in Minnesota, and then what's going on in Venezuela. And I got to tell you, I just hope this, Trump. I love you, Trump, but let me watch a little football over the weekend. Let me relax and do it after the games. I'm only kidding. Trump, you do it anytime you feel is right. When I say what's going to happen next, I feel very confident, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mike M. Thank you for being here. I feel very confident that he's going after Cuba and Colombia next. 2026, Ozzy knows how to do it with the super chats, the numbers. We've seen 99, 96. We see Ozzy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I know when I say thank you to Ozzy, Crystal, and the rest of them, sound no problem. Thank you very much. 2026, Ozzy, and the rest of you, thank you so much, Ozzy. It's not unnoticed. You know that. Will be an amazing year. Now, for those that are unemployed, I feel for you. Things happen. Maybe it wasn't your fault. Trump can't control your work habits. You got to go out and get it. If you're young and you're coming on, or you're old like me, you got to go get it. Right? Like Charlie Kirk says, you don't have to have a college education these days. There's more money in plumber, electrician, air conditioners. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is this. You got to go out and get it. But he's going to be great in 2026 on, we're going to be, hold up on the stocks right now. Forget the money stuff. We're going to be a much safer world. Not just United States. He's going to do an incredible thing. Wait until around July and August. Holy crap. Who will be next? Who will be next? And I still believe, I am thinking positive, that the war in Ukraine and Russia, I like to stay positive, will end. I know I said it'd be ended before Christmas. I was wrong. I'll say it again. I was wrong, but I still don't give up on that. But anyhow, it's going to be an amazing, and I don't mean anyhow to get away from that conversation. I was wrong. But I still think that's going to end. But he's going to do incredible things. I really believe gas prices have they're going to be nationwide average in the West Coast, probably around $1 or something. I mean, that's more money in our pocket for those who have gasoline cars to go spend money on our families and things that we want, a vacation. It adds up, guys. And, you know, we're not worried about drugs pouring in the United States. Again, it's not a 100% cure. Let's be honest. But it's a start. It's a huge start. And we got to go after Colombia. We got to go after Cuba. And when I say go after these countries, I hope everybody understands, not the people, not the people that are struggling hard. I'm talking about the government, the senile, these corruptions in those countries I just said. And that will be next. And I really believe Mexico. I believe Mexico cartels that are running Mexico. It's time to stop that. And also, you know what else I want to see? I want to see these people that they're taking our children, females, males, on American soil too. I want to see justice, and I want to see Kash Patel do more. And that's happening here, and it's happening from other countries coming here. See, just because we closed down we stopped the borders, closed the borders. There's so many in this country that we got to try to find. So I think we're going to find many, many more. Many, many more. So it's going to be a great 2026, in my opinion. It really is. It's not going to all be perfect. Trump's not perfect. I've said this many times. My loyal subscribers are on here a lot. I've called them out. He's close to being perfect, but he's not perfect. He'll make some fumbles here and there. A hell of a million times better than majority of the presidents I said a couple minutes ago. And that's almost every president in our lifetime. A million times better than corrupted, who started this, Barack Obama. He started this whole thing. Yeah, Cuba's next. Absolutely. He started this whole thing. He did it. He did it over there in Minneapolis. He was all behind this. It's a shame. It's unfortunate that we did. We got taken over by Somalians. Oh, it's been stopped. Biden was the worst president in history. Yeah, I'm debating him or Barack Obama. Put them together. I think the gas prices will go down. Somebody asked about the gas price. Absolutely. Biden and Kamala were so horrible that the Democrat Party, people who really don't like Trump because of his body language and his language, voted for Donald Trump. What's that tell you? That's why he won on a knockout in the first round. He was better than Mike Tyson. Gas went down in Texas. Hey, shout out to Texas, but not the Cowboys. I'm only kidding. Yeah, gas is down here in the West Coast in Vegas. Gas is going down by the day. $2. Wow. I'm reading here. $2, $2.35. Biden had, in some states like California, almost $10. I had photos and posts that they should be on YouTube. And Vegas was close to $6 under Biden and administration auto pen. Why was I showing this as an auto pen? Because I thought I had a pen in my hand. But yeah, all because he wanted to implement electric vehicles for all and did not want oil. That's what that was for, okay? There should be a choice, and that's that. And Trump has made it a choice. And that's that. I was not, Andrew. Drugs are made in America. Somebody said. Drugs are coming from Colombia, Venezuela, and other parts of the world. And China. Okay? The bad drugs. The drugs I can't even pronounce. Well, I can pronounce, but I'm not allowed legally to say. I could, because I am a nutrition, but I can't. But, a few of them, like fentanyl, that I can say. And the powder. There's certain language on YouTube you just can't. Some of you are saying it's made here. You're alluding to some of the the prescription drugs. And speaking of prescription drugs, Trump's going to be, that's something else he's going to do in 26. You're going to have prescription drugs down. There's no reason people have to go to Mexico and their dental work to Mexico. He's going to be bringing the cost down for that. He's going to reform. We're going to have a great health care, a savings account, a choice, and prevent out-of-state health cares from going to other states. That's another huge corruption that's going to come out too that we're going to hear about. Okay, he's trying to pass Medicare, not Medicaid, Medicare for seniors at a low age of 52 when you get Social Security, not 65, which I like because I'm getting closer. Of course I like. So he's going to be doing that too. And not to mention no tax on tips and overtime and rebates and all that stuff. It's going to be huge for this tax. Everybody will come on board with Donald Trump. Say, yeah, he's got a big mouth. His body language. Love his body language. It's the way it should be. He's one of us. He's not a fake. He's not a fake like majority of the presidents we had. Obama. Big fake. That's what he was. Oh, he was good with the colleges. He played the game. I'll give Barack Obama that. I'll give him that. He knew how to play Harvard, no disrespect to the universities. He knew how to play the colleges. He was pretty good on that, going on the internet and brainwashing young people. That I'll give him. One of the worst presidents. I got a message here, guys. Hold on real quick. Real quick. All right. I had a client texting me something. Are you married or divorced? I'm married. Yeah, absolutely. A subscriber says Trump is fake and also a felon. How long have I been married? I don't know, 80 years. At least 80. Okay. 36 years. All right. I love the flag. I love when I see comments with the flag. You know, we all, Democrats, probably, the American flag, we're all Americans. Nothing better than living in America. Isn't it great having a president who's a leader, not a follower? Huh? And doing so much for us. He really is. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off and about a minute or two give you guys who are chatting among each other a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the donations. Shout out to Ozzy, Crystal, and all the members like Barbara. And shout out to our moderators, Janine and Mike and Crystal. I appreciate everyone on this Monday. Have a great night, Ardell. You're praying for me? Thank you. Right back to you. Appreciate each and every one of you. You know, we should be praying for Donald Trump. We should be praying for the United States of America and each and every one of us, and crack down on the fraud, and many more governors and many more blue states and maybe some red states. They'll be coming after them. And I guarantee you right now, they're scared. I know Gavin Newsom's scared. And I got to tell you, some other countries right now better take Donald Trump very seriously, because he's not playing around. He's not bluffing. He's not just talking loud. He's serious about this, okay? He's not playing behind a computer. He's serious. He's the president. He's in charge. Love or hate him, he is going to take them apart. And at the end of the day, it's for us. It's to keep us safe. So thank you so much. Carmen, thank you so much for all your support in the short. Once again, we have a homeless channel, plenty of homeless people. No fraud on this channel. We help out the less fortunate. I don't ask them if they're a Republican or they're gay or straight or a Democrat. Ken Big Fishing, always good to see you. Thank you so much. We help out the less fortunate. Matter of fact, I don't want anybody coming here illegal. I'm against it 100%. If somebody's struggling, we take care of them. And that we will do. Send Somalians back on a plane, not in prison. Why pay tax money? Drop them off back there. Let them go play around in the sand nude, whatever they want to do, and get away with all that bullshit fraud and nonsense in Minneapolis and California and Chicago. We don't want to hear. We don't want poison here. We don't want narcotics here. We want our families, our hardworking Americans to continue living a better life. We got to worry about unstable people here, let alone these other countries ripping us off. Our taxpaying money needs to stay here and help out people that are struggling in the United States, not in other countries. And with that said, thank you so much. God bless you and your family. God bless Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, and JD Vance. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. I'll see you. All notifications check. Usually I come live on the nighttime if you're new to the channel. Usually it's at night. God bless. I take a few days off here and there to recuperate. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Thank you, members. Ozzy, thank you. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Take care. Bama, you got my information. Let me know when you get the shirt or the towel. Take care. I'm out. Cuban time. Cigar.